Hey everybody, Pastor Gerald here. Kalmar Community Baptist Church, how you doing? You know, just as part two in a little short series of Journey to the Cross, and I was thinking about expectations. Have you ever gone and done something or went somewhere with these big expectations and then only to be let down? You know, a few years back, there was a place in Edmonton, Heritage Mall, doesn't exist anymore, but they would do these big breakfasts with on beginning of Klondike days. You know, I advertised that the radio stations would be involved. You know, they would, give away free stuff. Love that. As a Mennonite, you got it free. That'll draw us every time. And being the good dad that I am, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take my kids, take my family there on a Saturday, and we're gonna do this, right? And so I tell them as we get up Saturday morning, we're driving there, and say, this is gonna be awesome. There's gonna be pancakes and sausage and all free stuff, maybe clowns with balloons and like stickers, and man, it's gonna be awesome, right? And so we get there into this long lineup, and they run out of food, right? I mean, there might have been, I think four kids might have shared a pancake, right? And no sausage, and the stickers were gone, and the Frisbees, and there was nothing. It was a big letdown. It was not what we expected, right? And it's kind of, I was kind of thinking like that was like Palm Sunday. Jesus is coming to Jerusalem, and the expectation of this conqueror coming to town. And maybe just kick out the oppressive Romans that are there, free the people. And here comes Jesus riding on a donkey. Maybe his feet dragging on the ground, and the crowd may not have been expecting that. And the disciples, what did they think? Even though Jesus had told them over and over again that he was coming to Jerusalem, he was going to be arrested, he was going to be beaten, and he was going to be killed. Did the disciples get encouraged by this crowd? They're shouting, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, Hosanna. Palm branches and jackets being put down in front of them. Here's the thing. When a king or a hero returned from battle, he would ride in on a horse. Show his power and his strength. But Jesus rode in on a donkey, a symbol of humility and peace. It wasn't about military might here. It was about bringing peace and salvation. This wasn't just some random choice either. Jesus was fulfilling scripture in many hundreds of years earlier. This guy, the prophet named Zechariah, and God gives him these words. Say, Zach, write this. Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey, a colt, the foal of a donkey. So this wasn't a mistake. It wasn't an accident. Jesus knew exactly what he was doing. He was showing that he wasn't just any king. He was a humble, peaceful king that people needed. They thought he was going to be the Messiah that we want. He's going to get rid of this irritating government, make all my problems go away. These in our country right now, get rid of the government. Palm Sunday was a celebration, but people may have misunderstood. They thought he was coming to save them from Rome, but he was coming to save them from their sin. And even when people don't fully get it, Jesus kept walking towards the cross, willingly giving his life. Can you just see Jesus sitting there watching the people, waving their branches, laying down their coats, and the love that he had in his heart, in his eyes, knowing that he was about to give his life for them. Sometimes we want God to work things out our way. Just like the crowd wanted Jesus to be that conquering king. But God's plan is always bigger and better than we expect. Not the Messiah we want, but the Messiah we needed. This is Pastor Gerald signing off and trusting, hey, God's got this.